Police Interceptors. The pride of the North East.
They're locked up with petrol motor vehicle. Yeah, it's been run.
And scourge of the criminal class.
Open the door now! Hands out! Hands out! Show me your hands!
We're up close and personal with Durham and Cleveland's crime-fighting elite. In pursuit...
Off-road!
Lethal list.
The big empty smoke.
And in the air.
We've got a group of five runners Neesham Road now.
With their crack firearms team...
Oh, please! Out!
And formidable dog unit.
Stand still, please, you talk!
In the trenches... For the war on crime. Strap in.
I am in pursuit.
You're riding with the Interceptors.
They'll be filling the pants.
Stay there!
We'll be filling the shells.
Coming up,
Vehicles failed to stop. Vehicles failed to stop.
the car chase ends with a handful of drugs and a hysterical passenger.
Please, get off my friend!
An armed robbery in the dead of night.
Take your hands!
And organised chaos to stop a violent man.
Stop trying to fight.
Being an interceptor is not for the faint-hearted.
Oh, please, put that down!
What are you doing?
Stay back! Stay back!
Make no mistake, this is a dangerous gig.
Well, you don't come to the door with that.
So if the worst does happen and we're confronted by someone with a weapon, a knife or a firearm, generally they fall into a category that we call EMD, which is emotionally or mentally distressed, which means that their decision making, their ability to function and just do normal things like normal members of society is affected by something, be that a mental illness or an alcohol problem or drug problem or a heightened mental state, and you throw that in, or drugs, and you throw that into the mix, and it just makes a dangerous situation even more dangerous.
It's the wee hours of Thursday. While night shifts are coming to an end for interceptors across the region, a newsagent prepares for a new day. But this day will be like no other. A masked figure enters the shop and approaches the counter. With a knife against her throat, the newsagent struggles, but she's manhandled into the office and behind the counter. At knife point, the newsagent hands over cash, and the masked thief flees. Just as a member of the public approaches the counter. The man is an off-duty police sergeant, and he's straight out after the armed robber. 2 miles away, Interceptor Liam Sewell gets the call.
Grabbed the woman in the shop by the throat, forced her to open the till and forced her to open the safe at the post office. All in all, made up for about 250 quid.
Liam knows the off-duty cop will be unarmed, but he's carrying a taser, pepper spray and 80 pounds of German Shepherd muscle, Titan. It's fair to say the cavalry's coming.
Yeah, we're nearly there now anyway.
And they're not hanging around.
First thing. How's that going? Come on, take. Here, come on, son. First thing.
The off-duty sergeant has cornered the armed robber in an alley. The suspect may have a knife, and the sergeant is unarmed.
Put your hands up now. Put your hands up.
Liam and Titan arrive on scene and make the arrest.
Right, you're under arrest for robbery. Right. You don't have to say anything, but we have defensive mention questions something later on in court.
The suspect's face is uncovered,
Evidence, you understand?
and it's a woman.
Will you grab hold of her, mate?
Yeah.
So secure the dog.
but there's no sign of a knife.
Come on, son.
Liam has just been called to tackle an armed robber who has just held up a newsagent at knife point. The suspect was cornered by an off-duty police sergeant.
Put your hands up there. Put your hands up.
And Liam arrived with police dog Titan to make the arrest.
Right, you're under arrest for robbery.
The female suspect seems disturbed and denies carrying a weapon.
You said he had a knife, I didn't have a knife.
She could have thrown it.
It looked like he had one, but I didn't have one.
Somewhere between getting on the wood. I think it's on this little stretch here, she's dropped it.
Yeah.
If there's a knife nearby, it's vital evidence.
Yeah. It looks like she's dropped it as opposed to
I haven't.
Under the circumstances, any sudden moves from the suspect are cause for concern.
Secure the dog. Otherwise, it's going to... Take your hands behind your back.
Will you get your hands off me?
Hey.
Hey, listen.
Take your hands out your coat, otherwise you're going to get bit.
It's not a court.
With reinforcements arriving and the suspect in handcuffs, they can sweep the area for a knife.
You take it off me. She's dropped the knife somewhere. She's got a lot of money in her hand there.
No knife, but a fistful of cash.
It was a stick. Where did you put the stick then?
I threw the stick on the grass.
Like how long ago though?
Now she claims she was only carrying a stick.
Where
Threw
is
the
going?
stick.
Or over there?
While the search for a weapon continues,
Managed to find it.
the suspect is loaded into the van. But she's refusing to part with the cash in her hand.
Maybe I just dropped that money straight in the back.
No, it's mine. No, I'm taking the money off me. You do it last time we went under your money.
Right.
You know,
You're going to take the money?
no, I don't want to count before you take it.
It's just going straight into an evidence bag.
I want to count one before you take it.
Literally, you just go straight in the bag.
No, I want to count one because last time you sure changed me, no.
She says the money is hers and she's worried about the police stealing some of it while she's in custody.
Too many hands.
You don't want to rip any of it.
Well, count it before you put it in.
There we go.
It's all gone in the bag
Go
and
on
it'll
in.
get sealed, all right? What's your head?
Finally, it's prized from her grip and she's safely locked away.
Oh, don't mind it. Right.
But there's still no sign of a knife.
Any chance? She said it was a stick. As you chased her across the grass, just throwing a stick, that's what she said. But she could have chucked it into that garden.
He's adamant it was a knife. She was waving on like.
We'll have CCTV.
It's hard to tell from the CCTV footage whether it is a blade that the robber holds to the cashier's throat. But the have-a-go sergeant who gave chase believes he saw the suspect with a knife.
She's dumped some clothing on the top of Clive. I don't know where Clive Street is, but the sergeant said she's been stripping off on the top of Clive Street, and he said she definitely had it in her hand.
It's a needle in a haystack job in the dark, in pouring rain and over a wide area.
He's followed her all the way up here. He's probably followed the best part of a mile while she's been waving a knife round at him, trying to keep him back. We've come along, she's just surrendered.
She's admitted the crime.
Yeah, so what she said is, she said it's a first robbery. But like I say, we've told her she's not very good at it. She's been caught in a first attempt.
But though she's coughed up to the robbery, she denies carrying a knife.
No, she came along that one and up there. And he's saying the only place he's lost sight of her with the knife or whatever was when he went round that corner, right, which might put it at that big stick.
The search looks fruitless.
Trying to get the CCTV now.
But then,
There it is, Sarge. Got the knife. Yeah.
bingo.
So yeah, this is the knife she's had. Yeah, so we've got the knife here. We'll take this down and
Sandra.
yeah, it's a good result really. Get a good feel, yeah, for this one.
Definitely. Caught red-handed robbery with a knife.
And the cash.
Money in your hand. Literally no better result.
The woman with a fistful of cash was found guilty of armed robbery and was committed to hospital in order to protect herself and the public. For Liam, the whole thing's been a bit too close to home.
I drive that route after every night shift. I pass it about 5 in the morning, and them hard-working people are out in that shop, you know, loading it up. Papers are getting delivered. And then you've got someone like that just going in thinking that you can rob the place.
All Interceptors hope for an eventful shift.
No change, overtaking vehicles.
Some pass at 100 miles an hour.
I am in pursuit.
Others are more pedestrian.
I think I prefer night shifts when there's no traffic on the road and you can be more proactive and have a mooch round, look for your naughty burglars and your thieves. Whereas day shift, you tend to be stuck in traffic like we are now.
Bagging baddies is all about timing.
Being a criminal's quite a good job, really, because they don't get out of bed on a morning. They sleep until lunchtime. It's an ideal job, but most of the world's got scruples and morals, so they don't do that. They actually go out and work for a living.
Day shifts are fine for traffic jams and paperwork. Night time's where the action is.
All right, right. Hey, I'm not bothered.
Yeah.
Who are you threatening?
No, go on.
Are you threatening? Give me your keys while I check it out.
Go on, check it out.
An hour into his night shift, and a routine stop for Lee Wilson has already turned nasty.
Who are you threatening, saying you know where Mum lives? Who are you threatening?
Right, you know, I think...
An aggressive driver has brought up Lee's family.
All right, well, you stop your threats now, otherwise I'm going to lock you up. All right, that's your first and last warning, do you understand? If anything happens to my parents' address, all right, you're going to be the prime suspect now.
It's threatening to be one of those nights.
I'm telling you what, my mother's tougher than me.
We do not get paid enough to take any sort of violence, any sort of abuse when you're with your family off duty.
Personal threats are always disturbing, but there's no time to dwell on that now. Lee spotted a speeding Mercedes.
This white Mercedes thinks they're entitled to drive in excess of the speed limit for the area.
Lee's dreamed of being a cop since he was 8, back when Bodie and Doyle were throwing their Ford Capri around in the professionals.
LZOZ from Tango 420 Quebec, over.
Alongside Lee is rookie Rachael Thompson. She stays put while he heads out to discuss the driver's speed.
Yeah, received.
He's away.
Vehicles failed to stop. Vehicles failed to stop.
Tow down, maximum warp.
Vehicle failed to stop. Right. Homerton Road, advanced driver. T-Pack trade and an unmarked vehicle. Left. Childbury Road.
The Merc is an E-Class Sport with a 0 to 60 of 7.5 seconds and a top end of nearly 150.
Yeah, it's right towards Morrison's.
With its head start, the car's vanished.
Stand by.
But Lee's a pursuit specialist in a Skoda VRS. Skoda jokes are old news. This is also a 150-mile-per-hour car. As Lee races to catch up, he spots the Merc.
It's gone through the estate.
It's doubled back.
It's temporary held. It's a left. Onto Ormsby Road. Speed 60. Can have authority T-Pack tactics.
Now it's a race to catch the performance car.
Yeah, it's still Ormsby Road towards a roundabout with Sandringham. Speed 50. It's 4 up, 2 females in the back, a white male driver. Slowing for the roundabout. On the roundabout, speed 20.
Looks like the driver's getting cold feet.
Pulling into a bus stop. Stand by.
We've been here before.
Confirm vehicle stopping.
Yes.
But this time, he's going nowhere.
Get out.
All right, get out.
Get out. Get out.
Get off.
Now. Get over.
The driver's in cuffs, and one of his 3 passengers is in hysterics.
Please, 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 get off my boyfriend!
Why didn't he stop?
Because I needed to go to the hospital. I'm losing my belly. Is it absolute?
Are you want to go to hospital?
Right, you're under arrest for dangerous driving, failed to stop for police. All right, suspicion of theft of motor vehicle at this moment in time.
Really.
Rachael deals with the stressed-out girl.
I've literally just got out of the hospital from whiplash.
Reinforcements handle the other 2 passengers, one of whom is pregnant, and Lee takes the driver.
It was the one that's just failed to stop.
Yeah, I know.
Been driving dangerously. Right, I require you to provide me with a specimen of breath by means of an approved device. I can smell alcohol on you. All right.
He admits to a pint.
Take a big deep breath and blow until I tell you to stop. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Stop.
While Lee waits for the breathalyzer, the stressed-out girl protests the innocence of the male passenger.
What does he look? What's he doing?
Technically times, we don't know what's going on, do we?
He's done that wrong now, none of
No, we don't know what's going on, do we?
And reiterates her need for medical attention.
Well, I'm absent hairs, I'm in bad pain, you don't
We'll take you
understand.
to hospital if you need to go. Fine, do you have the car?
As officers arrange transport to hospital, Lee has some good news.
You've passed the roadside breath test, all right?
And some bad news.
I suspect that you're under the influence of drugs. All right, your pupils are dilated. All right, they're huge. All right, now listen, all right? So you're under arrest on suspicion of drug driving. All right, in Section 4 of the Road Traffic Act. All right, you don't have to say anything.
Next job is to give him a blood test to check for drugs.
You're going to be taken down to Nick and you're going to be taken through a process. All right?
The hysterical girl is going to hospital.
No, human. How many times did we shout and scream at you?
Meanwhile, Interceptor Jimmy Greaves arrives with police dog Gunner to search the Merc. Gunner can sniff out cash, firearms and drugs.
I suspect that there may be some drugs involved, so we're just going to put Gunner in and letting him have a sniff around, see if there's anything there. If there's anything, he will pick it up and indicate. Oh, just like this.
Gunner's found something.
Good boy.
And earned a tennis ball.
Good boy. So that sort of freezing indication is exactly what he's doing there. Tells me that there's potentially something inside there. Now, it's a bit of a centre console, so sometimes people keep cash in there. We'll have a little look and see what's inside.
While Jimmy searches, Lee escorts the driver to the van.
Just with that, hold on.
Sorry about it, mate. I know, sorry. I'm sorry.
Go in there.
Not as sorry as you're going to be.
Just have a look in the car.
Because Gunner has had a result.
Dog's indicated on the vehicle, and just in the centre console here is a bud of cannabis, probably a tenner's worth. So he's been arrested on suspicion of drug driving at this moment in time, and that's probably what he's had tonight. He's saying he's had no drugs, but we'll take him down and we'll go through the process with him.
It's a nice car with all mod cons.
And his pint glass. I'll ask who's this cannabis is. I'll ask one of them lads.
Passenger's just produced a bag of white powder out of his pocket as well.
Has he?
Yeah.
Unlucky. There you go. There's another lockup.
The owner of the cannabis is currently unknown. But they have now found 2 bags of white powder on the male passenger. Luckily, it's a big van.
So the other girl, she's pregnant, isn't she?
Given the situation, Lee thinks it's wise for the pregnant woman to follow her friend to hospital.
And at least you've covered it, haven't you? If they release you and say everything's all in order and baby's all right, you've done your bit, haven't you? All right, hope everything's okay. I won't tolerate people driving like that. And, her parents, if they find out that she's been in this vehicle and he's driven like that, I'm sure they'll have a few things to say to him, and rightly so.
A car chase, threats to family, coke, weed and a pregnancy. It's been one hell of a shift.
What's happening here?
And it's not over yet.
sounds like there's a police officer's asking for some more units, and they're coming from quite a distance away, so it'd be wrong of me not to turn up and see if I can assist until they arrive.
2 officers have called for assistance with a violent man, and things have just escalated big time.
We've got the police officers pressed his emergency button now.
Every copper has an emergency button on their radio. When they hit it, all available officers drop what they're doing and race to assist. It's a last resort for desperate circumstances.
Hey, are you threatening?
No, go on.
Are you threatening? Give me your keys while I check it out.
Lee Wilson and rookie Rachael Thompson are knee-deep in a crazy night shift.
All right, well, you stop your threats now, lads. I'm going to lock you up. All right, that's your first and last warning. Do you understand?
Lee's already faced thinly veiled threats.
If anything happens to my parents' address, all right, you're going to be the prime suspect now.
And nicked a runaway driver.
Get out. Now, get over.
Now they're responding to an emergency button pressed by coppers struggling with a violent man.
420 Quebec. Just give me an idea where I'm going.
Lee isn't sparing the Skoda's 227 horses. Using all his driving skills, he races to the address. To find officers on scene and the violent man already hit with pepper spray.
He's all right. I've got him.
Yeah. Which lingers in the air.
You all right?
Just double lock in. Yeah. You get that out. You got a van, yeah?
Okay. Guys,
he's down, but not out.
We've got him. We've got him. Come on.
Let's go with him. Let's stay with him.
Relax.
Politely.
Shut up.
He's been spitting at the cops.
Spitting blood.
It takes 6 officers to wrestle the violent man out of the house. And he's not coming quietly.
We turn that van to the van, yeah?
Get his feet first.
Feet first. Turn on, lads. Turn on.
Stop trying to fight.
Right, let me out. Sit up. Sit up.
I'm going to sit you up. The inch head. Right, over come.
Everyone out, Jim.
Richie and Johnny all right?
Finally, he's locked away, which is the safest thing for him and everyone else.
He's obviously really violent, nasty individual, threatening to bite, threatening to spit at us. He was trying to spit, threatening he's going to bite our faces off. He's got leg straps on, he's got cuffs to the back, and he still managed to kick off in the back of the van. You imagine turning up to a house on your own with an individual like that? You know, it's nasty and it's frightening.
Mercifully for the 2 officers who first attended, when the man got violent, the red button did its job.
The noise that it makes is a clear indication to everybody who's listening to the radios when they hear that noise to know that there's an officer in trouble. And everybody turns out.
Quite scary, actually. Didn't really know what to do. I think it was like spitting blood. It's quite, not very nice to see. But luckily he's in the van now, so...
Tonight's been a baptism of fire for rookie Rachael.
It's certainly an eye-opener for you, because that's something that, in reality, is something that you're going to be faced with. But, you know, you could have any size police officer turn up to an incident like that. You know, not every police officer's like 6'2" and, you know, gyms it every single day. It's frightening.
It may have taken 6 coppers to restrain him, but it took 1 court to convict him. The violent man pleaded guilty to assaulting 2 police officers. He was ordered to pay £305 in fines and costs. As for the runaway Merc driver, he was charged with dangerous driving and also drug driving, after a blood test discovered cocaine in his system. The male passenger was cautioned for possession of cocaine. No action was taken over the aggressive man in the Range Rover, pulled over at the start of the evening. All in all, it was a monster night shift, and Lee's earned an early morning treat.
I hate them. I really do hate donuts.
It's early evening, and Spike's on duty in the unmarked car he calls Black Beauty.
We've just had a report of 2 cars in Peterlee, which is the main town nearest to where we are, performing donuts on the main road. Someone's obviously heard this and have got some cause for concern.
Spike's an advanced driver. He can handle a fast car, but he's seen too many drivers lose it doing dumb tricks like donuts.
We need to get there and prevent any kind of crash from happening, or worse.
The suspect vehicle's 2 silver cars were spotted 5 miles away.
One of the added bonuses of us being in Black Beauty tonight, it's got all the same equipment of a normal traffic car, but once we get close to where a scene like this is happening, we'll just revert back to being covert.
As he approaches the area where the silver cars were spotted, Spike kills the siren.
I don't want people to actually hear us coming, but clearly I need to be able to move people out the way safely, so that's what we're doing at the minute.
Finally, it's off with the blues and into full stealth mode.
This is the road where it was reported to be happening, so we're just having a look now, see if someone is still lurking by. If they're not, it's then where they have moved on to.
There's no sign of silver cars doing donuts. But something else sets off Spike's spider sense. 2 youngsters parked up.
We're going to have a chat.
Mate.
Hi, mate, you alright?
Yeah. What's up, mate?
Just stop where you are for now.
Well, I don't know.
That's alright then. Hey, mate. Is this your motor?
No, it's my sister's, mate.
All right. Are you allowed to drive it?
Pardon?
Are you allowed to drive it?
Sat here, mate. Waiting for him.
Apparently, the guy's sister is due any minute to legally drive them away, which raises a question.
Who's just driven it here?
My sister.
Because the back wheels of the car are really warm.
Oh, brother.
Yeah, it's only just been driven now. Oh, yeah. It's to the point where the actual discs are that hot.
Their story holds water like an old sieve, and Spike's about to poke another hole in the absent sister defence.
Let me just have a look at you, mate. Because if there'd been somebody else in it, there's actually not room for you guys to be in the back.
What do you mean?
There's nowhere for you to have been sitting in the back.
My sister's gone down, mate, to get something to eat. We've just sold a dog to some lads.
Have you?
Yeah, mate, I'll show you pictures. I'll show you now.
The plot thickens. The back seat apparently contained a dog, which they've just sold.
And sold a dog.
Right.
I'm not lying to you, mate.
So there's been a dog in the back, has there?
Yes. Look, I'm parked up back of a white pickup.
Yeah.
Are you fine? No problem, mate. See you soon.
Right, oh, we'll wait for your sister to come back and to make sure then, eh?
This could be a long wait.
Your sister's gone where?
Got something to eat. I've just been sold a dog. No, look, that's dog.
Please. Is it?
Yep.
As luck would have it, that may be the dog they've just sold.
Come here, sir. Didn't go anywhere. Hi, lad, you alright? Have you just bought this dog? Who off? Who else was with them?
Just them.
Just the 2 of them? Anyone else?
No.
Right on, cheers, mate.
The shaggy dog story rings true, but Rover's new owners saw no sign of the sister who supposedly drove the car here.
Your story checks out, they've just bought the dog off you. The drama being they said there was only ever used 2 of you.
Pardon? Yeah, because we've come and they come after us.
All right.
Time for another little poke at the sister defence.
Can you ring your sister then?
She hasn't got a phone on her.
I thought you wanted to ring her earlier.
I said I'm waiting for her.
Right.
The situation is simple. producer sister, or the car's getting seized.
Just the drama is there's only your sister insured to drive this.
Yep.
You know, that's where my interest is right now, to kind of get to the bottom of it. If you've driven up here without insurance, it's not the end of the world, but I'll wait here until your sister arrives.
Okay, mate, you'll have to wait here then.
Equally, I can have the NPR cameras looked at that'll cover the journey from you in this car from wherever you have come at. Yep. The ones where you are right now are incredible. High definition. If that's only going to show your sister driving, then happy days, you've got nothing to worry about.
Yeah,
but now's the time to tell me if there was something different to that.
Look, mate, my sister was driving. I'm not like, all we've done is sat in a car waiting for it. It's not no crime, is it?
No.
No.
I know. We'll just wait then to make sure.
Okay. Hello? I'm sat here doing that, and they're coming to key off me saying we're going to wait for that to come back. Have you got rights to take key off me even though the car's not moving?
Yeah, to prevent you from driving it.
Yeah, but I'm not driving, I'm going to go for something to eat and be my sister.
It's a standoff in Peterlee.
Right now, there's a suspicion that you two have taken this without your sister's consent. That's what my suspicion is.
The guy is sticking to his story.
She said we could borrow it to fetching the dog.
Unfortunately, his mate isn't.
Right, is that the crack?
That's the correct.
What's the crack with that then?
Game over.
Right, I've drove it through.
You got any insurance?
No.
Believe it or not, this isn't day one for me being a bobby. You know, been doing this for a long time. I knew that 10 minutes ago. His friend wasn't quite as tuned into the story as what he was, you know, but I was just playing along with the story, and I was going to wait for the sister to turn up. Would have been a long wait, wouldn't it? You know, she wasn't just round the corner getting a bag of chips.
The dog-selling driver attended court, but the case was discontinued as the courts decided there wasn't sufficient evidence. When it comes to facing villains or rowdy crowds, the Interceptors have a secret weapon. It's loaded with teeth and not to be messed with. It's 9 at night, and Mo Rashad is on duty in Middlesbrough with police dog Max.
Control from 485.
The first record Mo bought was Smooth Criminal. None of those out tonight. Mo's hunting a cut-price burglar who's robbed a shed.
I want to see what the crack is.
But it's just been flagged down by a worried local.
The kids, the burning, I don't know what is. Inside, it's lots of kids inside playing.
Which park?
Sorry?
What's happening? Or fire in the park?
Yeah, the fire, the kids at the play and burn the fire.
The man leads Mo into the park.
Is it a building? Is it a building?
No, not building.
The Interceptor breaks into a run. And this is why. Guy Fawkes' night was 9 weeks ago. But someone started not one...
Stay where you are. Stay where you are.
But
now.
2 fires.
Stay where you are. I'm telling you now. Here. Here.
Mo's grabbed a lad who he saw playing with a flaming wheelie bin.
What were you doing with that then?
He was trying to put it out. He was trying to put it out on us. Some kids came over earlier on. And then obviously he was trying to put it out. I've just came there. No, mums. You know what I mean?
The lads deny setting the fire and they're becoming rowdy.
Yeah! I'm buzzing, mum's like buzzing.
Mo cuts them some slack.
Right. Don't. Did you say pig there?
But they're really playing with fire now.
You know what? We'll make it easy. I'll go and get the dog out for you. Give us 2 minutes.
Go on, you get the dog!
The prospect of a snarling dog does the trick. But in the time it takes to melt a wheelie bin, they're back.
Keep it real. Keep it real. Keep it real.
When Mo returns, North East 17 won't stay another minute. A few blasts with the extinguisher and it's back on the road. One man and his dog are worth 10 coppers. And in the early hours, Mo and Max have another chance to prove that.
We're going to somebody breaking into a phone box, which is not too far away from here, actually. Highfield Hotel, directly outside there.
Mo gets his size 9 down.
A white male wearing a red tracksuit top.
And arrives to spot a man on his knees in the phone box.
Place for the dog! Stay there! Stay there! Stay there!
Reports are that he has tools, so Mo's taking no chances.
On the floor.
Hey.
Do not move. Do not move. Jimmy, what have you got in there? Get on the floor now!
I'm on the phone.
Put your hands on the floor. Put your hands on the floor now! I can see something in there. I'm telling you, get your hands on the floor. Do not move.
I'm on the phone. Dickhead.
Stay there.
What do you think I am? Idiot.
Apparently, he was making a phone call on his knees.
Jesus Christ, I've just gone in and phoned my girlfriend.
45.
There are tools in the phone box, and Mo's worried the guy may have something he could use as a weapon.
Right.
Yes, please.
I've got my right.
Put your hands on the floor. I'm telling you now. I don't want you to take nothing else out of your pockets. I can see tools in there.
Right.
The guy's waving his mobile around, which raises the question of why he needed a phone box.
Will you cuff him, mate? There's tools in there.
Reinforcements have arrived.
Put your hands behind your back, mate. Put your hands on your head. Put your hands on your head. Put your hands on your head. Put your hands on your head.
Like I said, I've told you.
Put your hands on your head. All right, I'm not an idiot. I'm not new to this, you know.
Good lad. Good lad.
Right, I'm going to give you 2 seconds, right? I'm not an idiot, right? Right, I'm not an idiot, right? Do what I said, just do what I said. No, shut up, right? I'm not an idiot, right? I'm not new to this, right? I'm not an idiot,
right?
Right?
You've got tools in there. For all I know.
Who hasn't called a loved one on their knees from a phone box at 2 a.m?
There's tools in there. For all I know, you might have a knife in your pocket.
What?
Up on your feet. Oh.
Max has done his job.
There's a lad. Good lad. Get up. Get in.
And the late-night caller can ring his girlfriend from Borough Nick. After all, it's good to talk.
There's tool marks and imprints where the money box would be on this for the telephone box. There's blades on the floor. There's a pliers and a screwdriver.
Mo's late-night caller was charged with attempted theft and being racist towards a police officer. In the meantime, after a cold night on his knees, the suspect could probably do with a hot drink.
He's obviously brought with him his hot cup of tea, because obviously it's a cold night, just to get him by through while he assist him whilst he's trying to get in. So we all need a hot drink, but it's probably going to get cold now by the time he's out of custody.
Still to come.
Whose van is it? My mum's.
Chris sends a message to Mum.
Well, you can tell her you drove like a prat.
It's Thursday evening, and a van driver is giving a masterclass in erratic driving. Unfortunately, he's doing it right in front of Chris Green.
Come out of a junction on the side road and put his foot down, probably to about 15 or 30. And he's just undercut about 4 cars down there. Was in the wrong lane twice in the roundabout.
Man mounting Chris has been on the force for 17 years. The dog handler is no traffic cop, but when in Rome...
So we just need to have a bit of a chat with him, see what the crack is with him. In his disabled van. What's the crack, mate? Huh?
Sorry.
What's the rush?
There's no rush.
Well, why have you done that then?
Well, we just...
You've obviously pulled out the side road there and floored it, up to Lidl. And the second you've got a chance that two lane, you've undercut 4 cars.
I was doing 40 mile an hour there.
Yeah, but you've undercut 4 cars onto the roundabout in the wrong lane and then cut back ahead of them.
I was doing 40 there, mate.
I don't care what your speed were, mate. It was a manner of driving.
There wasn't no accident though, was there?
Huh?
There was no accident.
Luckily there wasn't, no.
There wouldn't
That's
have
irrelevant, mate.
Van man's not exactly a model of repentance.
I came round onto this lane, which was coming up here.
After undercutting 4 cars, you're missing the point.
I didn't undercut 4 cars.
Mate, there's a camera in the front there. You were in the inside lane. Down from the roundabout.
No, that's the overtaking lane.
Overtaking lane?
Yeah, if you think about it, the right-hand lane is the overtaking lane.
You're right, it is, yeah. Yours on the left.
So, no, you said...
Is there a highway code in the house?
Whose van is it?
My mum's.
The keys in the vehicle?
No. What do you want them for?
Just to secure them for the time being.
I'm not going nowhere. I've pulled over here.
Sit in the car for us, pal. That side.
I'm okay for the thank you. I feel claustrophobic when I'm in the vehicle.
We'll stand on the roadside then, on the path.
Van Man says he gets claustrophobic in vehicles. Maybe that explains his driving.
Admin from Tango 484.
I wasn't undertaken. How was I undertaken? Please could you explain?
Yes, please. Sorry?
Please could you explain how
I've explained once.
Twice, actually.
You can take
I'll tell you what, I'll explain to you now, because you've had one Section 59 warning for that in February this year, which runs to February next year, right?
Police issue Section 59 warnings for antisocial driving. 2 in 1 year, and they'll seize your car.
I intend to give you a second one for that. And I'll explain to you why.
Deep breath, third time lucky.
You've gone from the lane 2 into lane 1, undercut about 4 cars, cut back inside before the roundabout. You've been in the right-hand lane, you've cut back across in front of some other car onto this roundabout.
Other than that, your driving was perfect.
I know you're insured on that, but it ain't going to stop me seizing the car, because it's the second time in a year.
My mum's disability car.
Well, yeah, I know.
I'm sorry.
On the flip side, is that my fault or is it your fault?
Give him a clue.
You own your mum's car, and you've driven like that. That ain't my fault, is it?
Van Man seems to have accepted his fate.
Looks like I'm walking from here.
But he then changes his tune and threatens to grass Chris up.
Oh, Mum, you stole the car.
Well, you can tell you drove like a prat.
You stole the car, mate.
Yeah. He deserves to lose the car. It was only 7 or 8 months ago he got the same kind of ticket for it. So here we are in October, and the car's gone.
But the driver hasn't.
So really, you're stealing the car, aren't you?
No.
You're pinching the car, you are?
No, I'm using the Police Reform Act to seize it.
You're stealing the car, in my eyes.
That's fine.
That's theft, I'm a human being.
There's many other eyes than yours, mate.
You're the officer.
I am.
You're under your oath today.
Yeah.
Oath of office, so you're now collecting revenue. You said yeah there, so this man's committing fraud.
Fraud?
Fraud,
I thought
yeah.
it was definitely
You told me you're under your oath, so you're out collecting revenue, so you're taking my mum's car for revenue. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are.
In your own little world, mate. In your own little world.
The driver's adamant he's witnessing a crime. So naturally, he decides to call the police.
I'm getting on the phone.
Okie doke, mate. You enjoy.
Signal police, can I help?
Hello there. One of your officers just took my car off me. So he's like pinching my car, he's stealing my car from me. It's a disability car.
Why? What do you mean it's a disability car?
Right, one of your officers stealing my car. He said I was driving erratically, right? I came down the Ham Road.
While Van Man brings the control room up to speed, Chris waits calmly for the recovery truck.
He's persistent, and he thinks he's going to get the key back, which he's not.
Listen, I'm not getting into an argument. I take 999 calls as well and taking non-emergency calls, and there's currently one 999 call queuing. So walk back to the officer and go and speak to him, okay?
I'm done with talking to him, you know what I mean? He's been explained to what's happening about 3 or 4 times, refused to sign the paperwork. I've left that in the car for his mother, so she's aware of what it is, the details of the offence. So as far as I'm concerned, case closed. I'm not going to bother speaking to him anymore. It's a bit of a waste of time. Just give him... there we are, his recovery anyway.
It's up to you what you say to him, but I can't stay on the phone to you. I'm putting the phone down now, okay?
I'm going to have to go to the solicitors.
It's a valiant effort.
I think he's finally given up, though.
But it's now time to call a taxi.
The only person I feel sorry for is mother, who unfortunately needs the vehicle and won't have it in the morning. But again, that's his problem and not mine.
The Police Interceptors are back new next Monday at 8. Tomorrow at 9, our other forces in action here on Channel 5. Don't miss the all-new Traffic Cops Drugs Bust special. Back to tonight, and we remember the royal celebrations last week. It was a busy day at Paddington Station. The Windsor Wedding Special, brand new next.
Police Interceptors. Out in force. in one of Britain's highest crime areas.
He's lost it, he's at crash. Get him, quick, get him.
We're on patrol.
Do a kills.
With West Yorkshire's finest.
Hang on your back, other guy, get him.
Behind the wheel.
Still continuing, but it's wrong side.
Armed and ready. And poised to pounce. Taking down the villains.
Arms behind your back.
Who put lives at risk.
Stop.
In the war against crime, the Interceptors are battling.
Get down.
On the front line.
It's dangerous. There's no two ways about it.
Coming up, armed police are out in force. A wanted driver does a runner.
Go get him, B, I'll go round.
Round now or we'll take the floor.
And a gobby suspect refuses to come quietly.
Order! You're a risk officer. Order, stop struggling.
Across the UK, careless driving's on the rise, with an increase in drivers being banned from the roads. And keeping the streets of West Yorkshire safe is a constant battle for the Interceptors.
One of the problems in Bradford is it's got a reputation as Bradford. There's no two ways about it. And I don't want to say it lives up to it, but tonight so far, there we go. It's all right. He can just do whatever he wants, apparently. And it just happens all the time. The standard of driving in Bradford is just absolutely abysmal.
Petrolhead Chris Spencer, or Spenner to his mates, first joined traffic 15 years ago and dreams of owning a McLaren P1. But tonight he might need a supercar. It's just after midnight and Spenner's on the tail of a Golf GTI herring through back streets.
Got a vehicle failing just opposite Silver Golf. Just stand by for reg.
Crewed with rookie Illy Khan, Spenner's trying to keep up with the Golf GTI that can reach a top speed of 155 miles per hour. The reckless driver boots it through a red light, narrowly missing a white van. Overtaking at 50 miles an hour, this driver needs to be stopped, and Chris calls for backup.
Speed is 50 miles an hour. Come in, Chris, authority for T-Pack, please. Yeah, speed is now 90 miles an hour.
Dragging it through a built-up area at 3 times the speed limit, Spenner suspects the driver is uninsured.
Accelerating now to 80 miles an hour. Still safe to continue.
Unable to shake Spenner off, the driver makes his most dangerous manoeuvre yet.
Got a crash. Get him, quick, get him. Get out of the car, no! Get out of the car! Get out of the car on the floor! Get the other guy! Stand behind your back, other guy, get him!
As Spenner nicks the driver,
Get out! Get out this way!
the passengers are quickly in cuffs.
Give me hands.
The driver thought he could take a corner at high speed, with catastrophic results, crashing into parked cars, destroying a wall, and taking out a lamppost. It's a miracle no one was injured.
You look how many people are here now, just surrounding us within seconds of this happening. What if these people had been stood there when he made this turn? It could have killed 10 people. We're going 80 mile an hour, 90 mile an hour down here on a 30 mile an hour road. I've seen him take that turn. Immediately you know he ain't going to make it. They're just utter morons. There's no way to describe it, is there? Just fools. What's your name? What? Yeah, obviously. I'm asking you, what's your name? What's your name? It isn't an option.
I don't feel comfortable saying that.
What? I don't care. What is your name? What? What? Haroon, what? What? I can't hear you, you don't have to whisper.
Outside of the car.
What is your name? I can't hear it. You're on camera anyway, Haroon Amin.
Yeah.
Right, Haroon, let me quickly tell you, you don't have to say anything in my defence, you don't mention one question, something which later line in court, anything you do, say maybe with evidence. You're under arrest for dangerous driving and suspicion of theft of this car at this moment in time, alright? Okay. Anything you want to say to that? Super.
And Spenner's got a hunch why the driver was so desperate to escape.
Unfortunately, it's not an uncommon sight. I imagine it's going to be something simple. He'll be disqualified, have no licence, or I'll have no insurance. I'd say we'll find out in a minute. I imagine this won't, from experience, it won't be a stolen car. This will just be, he's got no documents. I'd bet my life that that's all it's going to be.
But an update blows his theory out of the water.
The gentleman driving this car, as I said that, I bet my life he's got no licence, no insurance. It turns out I'm wrong. He has got a licence, he has got insurance, and unbelievably, it's his car. He's totally and utterly legally able to drive that car. As we put it, he's legit on that car. There's no reason to do what he's done, apart from the fact he just doesn't see why he should stop for us. You are the registered keeper and you're insured, isn't it? So you just have to stop then, the law doesn't apply to you. Unlucky sunshine then. Do you think that's acceptable to do that?
The driver's phone's ringing, but he'll have Spenner's words ringing in his ears.
What would have happened if my daughter had stepped out of U-turn right here? What kind of moron thinks they're going to be able to make that turn at 90 mile an hour? You actually look like quite an intelligent lad. Have you been arrested before? Oh no, I say, you don't look like that kind of guy. I just don't understand why you would do what you've just done.
I just seen it behind me and it's just like...
It's like what? You got nothing to hide. Officer, I'm really sorry for driving like an idiot.
Get on your way, that's it, job done.
The reckless driver, who caused mayhem on the streets, pleaded guilty to dangerous driving. His 2 passengers were released without charge.
There's just no consideration for anyone at all but themselves, especially when he's got no reason to do it. I can't compute why this has happened. It just beggars belief. You meet some stupid people, but this lad's probably going to rank right at the top at the minute.
Vehicles need to turn left.
Coming up, guns are drawn at a house party. A man tries a daring rescue attempt.
If you don't go away...
No. I'm not going to go out, man.
It's 1 o'clock in the morning and all is quiet on the streets. The pubs and clubs have chucked out and the Interceptors could be in for a quiet night.
We haven't stopped a car this week, have we?
No.
Apart from the mobile
We've tried,
phone.
but we've lost them, haven't we?
Yeah.
One of the longest serving Interceptors, Chris Percy's well known at the station for blowing his own horn in the West Yorkshire Police Brass Band. He spotted a car up ahead with only one side light.
I'll stop him and have a word.
It's a routine stop, but with 23 years on the job, he knows to expect the unexpected. His partner for the night, rookie Eve Boardman, goes to have a word.
You alright? You alright just to jump in the back? We're just doing some stock checks, that's all.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you want me to jump in?
Just turn the engine off, jump in the back of the car.
The driver's eager to please and gets into the back of his own car.
In the back of our car.
Oh, I'm going to say it didn't make sense.
No, in the back of our car.
A bit dull.
This side.
As the penny drops for the lad, his brother appears.
Just jump in the back.
What's going on? What's going on?
We're just doing stock checks, that's all.
Right, OK.
Oh, it's not to worry about. Just run through some details, so all right.
I'll just speak to you for 2 minutes.
No, you can't. We're dealing with him.
A faulty side light is a minor offence, and the cops just need to give the driver some advice.
The car, it's locked in, all right.
2 minutes.
No, sorry, we're dealing with it now.
But this lad's under the impression his brother needs rescuing.
Right. No, I'm not being aggressive.
Right, we're dealing with him. All right, he's in our car.
If you don't go away...
No. I'm not going to go away, mate.
The driver isn't overly impressed with his brother's attempts to spring him.
We're going to deal with him.
In trouble. We'll deal with him, okay?
It's all right. I'm saying it.
All right.
I'm saying it.
Who's this coming up here?
Dad, that's my dad.
Your dad, is it?
Yeah. Please
right, let me go and have a word with your dad.
Go
You just stay here, keep calm.
And now the dad is making an appearance.
Is this your son?
Yeah.
He's just come running down the road and he's starting
He's the hothead, is Jordan.
Do you want to sort him out?
Yeah, come on, John, come in, car.
All right.
Come on.
Yeah, are you going to stay here and we'll while we tell you what's happening?
Yeah, Jordan.
If you want to stay here, that's fine.
I'm not going. No, I'm not going.
Jordan, get in the car. Get in the car now.
We've got to go through all our checks.
Get in the car.
The cops are hoping the stubborn man will listen to his dad, freeing them up to deal with the driver.
Do you know who stopped you tonight? Because on your offside lights, you've got two. You know the front. You've got headlight and the side light. They're both out, so you've only got a light on one side.
I didn't even realise.
Because it looks like a motorbike from a distance, and people.
I understand. I completely understand why.
So that's why we stopped you.
I didn't even realise.
On the street, the lad is also refusing to listen to his dad.
Right. Don't open the door.
He's got a light out. All we've got to do is give him paper.
All
right?
I want you to go with your dad.
I better say no. I don't want to.
Or I'm gonna take you.
Take me away, let's.
Because you start to
Take me away. Take me away. I'm literally not talking. So I won't talk.
Jordan, listen.
Just go and get in the car with your dad.
Please, I'm asking you. If you respect me, get in the car, please. I'm asking you, not them, me, not the policeman, me, your father. So you're not bothered them.
I'm worried about.
Are you bothered about me? I'm his father. I'm your father. I'm asking you now to come.
I said no.
So you're not gonna.
No.
Right, that's it. Fine. That's fine. That's what you do, though. That's totally disrespecting me now.
If you inquiries, it's not all right with your brother, it'll be out in 20 minutes. All right?
I said no. Sorry.
Hey, can you let me out the car, man? Hey!
Thanks to his brother, the driver's now been locked in the cop car for 20 minutes. Now the lad decides to pick on our camera operator.
Move that way.
Please don't touch me. I haven't touched you, so please don't touch me. Is that all right?
Right, well, if you're going to stand in front of me like
I'm
I'm
standing here. Right, that's all right. I'm standing here. Is that all right? Do you know what I mean? Sorry.
Let them do the job.
Is that the job?
Yeah, what's your job, Jordan?
I don't work.
You don't work?
No.
All right.
You are now obstructing police. I'm warning you, are obstructing police. Right, if you're not going to go away and you continue to obstruct us, I'm going to have to arrest you.
What's obstructing though?
Just as the Interceptors are about to nick the mouthy man, there's another drama for Dad. The drunk passenger in his car has fallen out.
It's all right.
I'm not being aggressive.
You don't have to be aggressive.
Dad checks the drunk passenger and once again tries to take his feisty son away.
It's all right.
Please sort him out.
You just stay here now.
I'm not staying here.
You are, Jordan. You stay here now.
But the lad's still refusing to listen.
You stay here, Jordan.
And the Interceptors have had enough.
Right, I've got me in there. He's not going in there.
You come in with me.
Jordan, look.
You're under arrest for obstructing.
Oh, look, come on. I said I've got him. Come on, please. I've got him. Jordan.
We've given you
I'm talking. Let me talk.
I'm giving you a fair warning. Yeah, if you want to get him in the car.
Put the arm round now or we'll take you to the floor.
But the lad decides to put up a fight.
What are you doing?
I'm not doing all this.
Get away from it. Jordan! You're a risk.
Stop struggling.
Jordan!
Stop struggling.
Jordan! You silly boy, honestly. This is what happens when you don't listen to the authorities.
So just keep him here till other unit arrives. Just keep him keep on that side of him.
Was it worth it, Jordan? Was it worth it, Jordan? Yes or no? No, that's the answer. You're silly. Right, I'm going home. Just let me know what happens, please. There's no point in me being here now, really.
All right. Well, you tried anyway. Thanks for your help.
Okay.
Dad's given up in despair, leaving his wayward son to look forward to a night in the cells. The driver passed the breath test and was given words of advice for having a faulty side light. However, his brother was found guilty of obstructing a police officer and received a 6-week curfew with electronic monitoring. He was also ordered to pay £85 in victim surcharges.
Obviously, he came down, his brother's in the car, his father came to help, his father couldn't do anything with him, so he had no choice really. He wouldn't give up, he wouldn't resist. And he was just obstructing us. in carrying out our duty, so he's been arrested for obstruct police. So I'll be transported back and dealt with and kept until he's sobered up. Obviously it's the drink, I think, that's affecting him tonight, so there you go.
Last year, call-outs to firearms incidents in West Yorkshire surged by a staggering 34%.
Oh, police! Oh, police, you in there?
Some 999 calls reporting illegal weapons are from malicious time wasters. Some are false alarms, but all are taken seriously. Tonight, another call-out to firearms incidents just came through. It could be another time waster, but the Interceptors can't take any chances.
There's quite a large party going on. And there's 3 persons out in the rear garden firing what's been described as a rifle.
A police helicopter, firearms officers and dog unit are on their way.
So it does sound quite credible, does this?
Interceptor Steve Huntington previously worked as a firearms officer. Now he's a dog handler, rounding up criminals with Belgian Shepherd Macy.
She's very vocal, very noisy. She's not the biggest dog. I've had people say, well, what are you going to do with that sort of thing? But when she's needed to do what she needs to do, she's done her job whenever she's needed to do.
Tonight, 3 men are reported to be firing guns in a residential area. The Interceptors need to control the situation by whatever means necessary.
All we want is peaceful resolutions to everything. You know, we're not there to hurt people. There may be guns on show, dog will be out, we don't want to have to use them, but they're there if we have to do.
A few streets away from the target address, Steve meets the firearms team to make a plan of action.
The helicopter's on the way. I don't think they're far away, so they're going to get some sort of visual containment for us, and then we'll roll in.
The eye in the sky confirms the 3 suspects are in the back garden and guide the team in. They're facing the unknown, and with 6 firearms units, a force helicopter, 2 response units and the dog team, they're not taking any chances.
There should be access to the side. Vehicle's black side, you continue forwards just slightly.
As firearms officers get into position, Steve and Macy get ready for runners. It could be a false alarm, but with live rounds aimed at the house, Steve's concerned about inquisitive members of the public.
You just go back in your house, love. Hello? You just go back in your house. Thank you. With residential properties like this, I mean, it's not too late on a Friday night. And you can hear all the noise that the helicopter and everything else makes. It don't take much for people to come out and have a nosy, which is fair enough, it's understandable, but you just need to make sure they stay well out there.
Now the Interceptors need to get the 3 suspects out of the house. But they're unsure if the men inside are still armed. And before they kick the door in, a suspect appears, but he's only armed with a can of lager. There's no sign of a gun on the 2nd suspect. And the 3rd is half naked.
We've called out what we believe to be the 3 suspects, if you like, from the rear garden. They're telling us that there's no one else in the property.
The suspects might be telling the truth, but the Interceptors still need to search.
Please! Come outside!
Firearms officers have gone in just to clear the house of any further people. And then we'll try and find out what this alleged firearm is that they've supposedly been shooting at each other.
But there's no sign of any firearms. It's a false alarm and a complete waste of their time. Steve's relieved that no one was hurt, but he's less than pleased with the 999 caller.
What we've had there, 6 firearms cars, a helicopter, 2, maybe 3 district units, ourselves, for what is looking like some idiots mucking about. and all these units could be elsewhere, better deployed on other stuff. But when firearms are mentioned, you've got to treat it as a real threat.
No firearms were found, and the cops suspect the call to 999 was indeed a hoax. No arrests were made, and the 3 men were left to continue with their party. Coming up, Interceptors stop a van they suspect is linked to an incident involving a machete.
Jump out, mate.
And a pursuit ends in a dump and run.
Go get him, B. I'll go round.
It's Monday afternoon, and Interceptors Ben Pearson and Ben Barraclough are out on patrol in Keighley. It seems they may have upset the Sarge.
I get put with him for a punishment. And
I
he
get
gets
put
put
with
with
you
me
for
for
a bit of
punishment.
Ben Pearson, known as Benny Boy, loves spending time with his kids, and his proudest police moment was receiving an award for bravery in front of his family. His sidekick Ben's got a weakness for takeaways and peanut butter and crisp sandwiches, and loves playing five-a-side footy. And today he might need his running legs. They're behind an Astra that failed to stop 2 weeks ago when it was involved in an accident.
Romeo 30, vehicle failed to stop in Keighley, going to Ross. X-ray Romeo 30, vehicle failed to stop, Keighley, and it's taken a right onto Russell Street, requesting T-Pack authority.
It's a densely populated area, and the driver's making dangerous moves to try and lose the cops.
It's taken a right onto Cernus Road, clear.
Flying over the speed bumps, he's now heading towards the busy mosque.
Yes. It's taken a left onto Devonshire Street. Left onto Devonshire Street. Stand by for a decamp.
He's abandoned the Astra and legs it.
Go get him, B. I'll go round.
Benny Boy's trying to head off the runaway driver with his car, while Ben's hot on the suspect's heels. But before he can help with the chase, the abandoned car's careering towards people leaving the mosque. And he needs to try and stop it. But it crashes into a parked car, just missing a man. Meanwhile, in the back streets, Ben's still chasing the feckless driver.
I've lost my cups. He's taking a right onto Broomfield Road, running case on foot, Asian male, white t-shirt. It's very good, you know. So...
30, is my colleague alright?
Yeah, I'm fine, B.
Shout up, it's in order.
You got it?
No, mate, I'm crimp.
The suspects managed to escape, but Ben's got a good excuse.
It's hard work running this weather anyway.
Yeah,
But he were on his toes. And when you go into an area like it is in here, it's all crisscrosses. Everybody knows each other around here. So, likelihood is he's bedded down in somebody's house. So we'll go back to the car and we'll do some digging on the car and see what we can find there. Played football before shift today with the team, and I purposely said to you I'm not going to run today. 20 minutes into shift and I'm running. And I don't like losing people, it's not something I do. But we'll all come, we'll find out who it is. And they'll come.
Oh no, one apology, a quick now.
Even more annoying than losing a suspect is the carnage he could have caused with his reckless driving.
You've just got to look. I mean, what time is it? 20 to 6 o'clock. And there's, I mean, look at it, heaving with children. It's kicking out time at the mosque. So, he'll come. I'm sure he'll come again.
It wasn't only the suspect's dangerous driving that could have caused injury. Not putting on the handbrake could have killed.
My first instincts what I turn the car around and obviously give chase with Ben. But when I've looked in rear view mirror, I can see the car. It's obviously going backwards down the hill. Moss is kicking out. There's a load of children on the side of the road. So it's about their safety more than anything else. And if someone's got to get away, someone's got to get away. I don't want anyone knocked over. But unfortunately, it's crashing this gentleman's car before I got to it because there was a gentleman behind me. So obviously I can't do it more. Where's the gentleman of this? Is it 50? Oh, he's there in here. It was 2 seconds. Now then, pal, you all right? Right. On this piece of paper, police log is 1501.
Checking the car's details, it becomes clear why the driver did a runner.
The insurance comes back to a female, and obviously it wasn't a female that was driving, which is probably why he didn't stop. Contrary to belief, we can sometimes tell the difference between a male and a female. He was clearly a male, and clearly not insured.
The people who were leaving the mosque have had a lucky escape.
All young lunatics driving cars without insurance, maybe, and that's why there's happening this. And that's the worst thing. Is this in this place in Keighley is the worst things. All the kids gonna get hurt, isn't it? You understand?
But not all the locals are as pleased to see the Interceptors.
Right. Do you want to move your car? Oi! Move your car! Stop chirping!
Yeah, move your car. Yeah, do it while you're driving off.
The woman who owns the car has turned up, and the Interceptors want to know who was behind the wheel.
It's your car, you're insured on it. You're going to have to come up with a better excuse than it's been in garage.
She's claiming her car was in the garage and doesn't know who was driving it.
All these people that were outside here, their lives have been put at risk by someone who's driving that car terracing around streets of Keighley. It's that simple.
The woman who owned the car was given 28 days to identify the driver. She failed to do so and was reported for failing to name the driver when required and awaits her day in court. Across the UK, automatic number plate recognition cameras grab 25 to 35 million registrations a day. Vehicles with no insurance, no MOT, connected to firearms and illegal drugs will set off the cameras and automatically alert the cops.
So I've got a report of a Ford Transit just on this stretch of road. So we'll see if we can catch up. It's previously at cameras here. Vehicle's been used or seen near an incident in which a machete was used.
Interceptor Steve Oliver's got an impressive arrest rate. He has an uncanny ability to sniff out devious drivers and dodgy vehicles. But today, he's getting the help of the ANPR cameras. He's on the same stretch of road as a white van connected to a suspected machete attack.
X-ray Romeo 3-1, we're behind it now.
But Steve's on his own and will need backup.
There's every possibility there could be a weapon in the vehicle. There's every possibility that the two occupants are the same occupants who used the machete at the time of the incident. I've got Parva on me. If the worst comes to the worst, I'll scream into my radio or run away.
With knife crime on Britain's streets at record levels, Steve's hoping help's on the way.
Being single crewed, all I can do is deal with one, and that will probably be the driver at the time, and then I'll hopefully try and get another unit to me. There's always safety in numbers.
Fortunately for Steve, backup arrives in an X5.
Firearms unit's just there to the offside. Before we light it up, before it's sort of had the chance, or before the driver's had the chance to think about going off, we'll try and get it safely boxed in and stopped. It saves any pursuit starting, which is always a dangerous thing. Oh, it's going lane 2. He's clearly aware what he's doing, otherwise we just need him in lane 1 to push him to the near side.
The unmarked unit pulls in behind the van, but Steve suspects the occupants know they're being tailed.
3-1's firearms. If you come to a stop at the top, do you want to go across the front on him?
If the traffic lights stay red, it could be a chance for the Interceptors to make their move.
Excellent. I'll pull tightly up behind if you go across the front of him. We're going to put a stop on here at these lights.
No,
Yeah.
just flipping me on.
Jump out, mate.
Nah, no way. Just get on.
Keep that there for us. Leave that there. Just jump out for me. Put your phones on the seat. And just behind your back first.
Well, what's happened here?
Good search, mate. 3-1, yes. Stop outside fire station on corner.
Can you tell me what's happened there?
Vehicle's been involved in an incident in the East Midlands.
What?
This vehicle. And that's why we've stopped it, just to verify the details of the persons inside.
Steve has a dig around in the van.
No, mate, nothing I don't have. Scotland.
We've had a search in the back of the vehicle. It's scrapped a couple of radiators and the microwave oven, so nothing in terms of the original offence, no machete.
There's no sign of a machete, but Steve has a hunch there's something not right with the van. A search of the glove box turns up cannabis. Still not satisfied, he checks the vehicle identification number.
Vehicle's on false plates showing no insurance, mate.
What?
Vehicle's on false plates. Sorry?
That's it, not bought a dodgy van.
I'm not trying to say anything, I'm just telling you the facts as they are. The VIN number doesn't match the registration plates. Looks like it's been cloned in some form yet. The reason why I don't know as yet, but it looks like it's on clone plates at the moment.
The shifty driver's given his details, but Steve smells a rat.
Kieran, is that really your name, son?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
We've got no trace of you.
What do you mean?
The only person we've got traced at road is a Kieran with a date of birth 2001 being 17, which definitely isn't you.
Yeah, don't give us a reason.
Mark.
Don't give us a reason.
Everything else is right, just change it back to lock you up.
Mark.
Yeah.
Checks with control reveal why the driver's telling porkies.
Mark, you're provisional licence holder only, aren't you, mate?
For what?
Provisional licence holder only as well.
Yeah.
You're taking your car, mate, for no insurance, no licence.
Because the driver was later given a 12-month driving ban, ordered to pay £882 for driving without a licence or insurance on a previous occasion, no further action was taken on this matter or in relation to the clone plates. Steve also confiscated cannabis from the passenger. He received a community resolution order for the possession of cannabis. Later information showed the occupants of the van were not the suspects wanted for the machete attack.
People always try and take a shortcut. Some people see driving as their right to drive. Other people are simply lazy and can't be bothered. Where this gentleman falls, I don't know. But I'm sure he falls in one of the two or possibly between both. You all right, sir?
How are you doing, all right?
Coming up, an angry driver heckles Steve.
Come to arrest me. What's your badge number, please? I'm going to take a note.
Can do. 4774, sir. No, I haven't come.
I think you just come to harass me, haven't you?
Got a vehicle failing to stop on Stairgate roundabout.
And an uninsured driver makes a bold statement.
You know, if I didn't stop, I would have had you up the ring.
What would you done about that stinger, though?
Stinger, I would have gone around it.
The Interceptors come across all sorts of drivers on a daily basis. Some nice.
I love you, you're making my night.
Some not so nice.
Oh no, we do not forget these people on there!
But they need to be prepared to deal with them all.
Yes!
It's Wednesday afternoon, and mild-mannered Interceptor Steve Oliver's back on the prowl. And he spotted something fishy about a souped-up Golf in front.
Front number plate's in his front windscreen, so he's taken it off to try and make his car look cool. I'll see it when he comes up alongside. And then he stuck it in the front near side of his windscreen, thinking that it's being displayed, but it's not being displayed properly. So you can see he's clearly got the front of his car done out.
A simple chat with the driver could resolve the issue.
You all right, sir?
How are you doing, all right?
Not bad. Any idea why I've stopped you?
Sure, mate, no, tell us why.
You been in a bump this morning?
I've been in a book this morning, no, I've been at work.
So why is your front number plate not on the front of your car?
Just fallen off, that's all.
When's that happened, sir? Fallen off just now?
Yeah.
Where's the pins on, where's the screw bits at the front?
Tape, mate.
Was it?
Yeah.
It hasn't fallen off, has it?
Yeah, it has.
It hasn't fallen off. because there's bugs on there. My guess is...
Come to harass me. What's your badge number, please? I'm going to take a note.
Can do. 4774, sir. No, I ain't come...
I think you just come to harass me, haven't you?
I ain't come to harass you, sir. You're committing a moving road traffic offence.
Right then.
Section 163 of the Road Traffic Act.
Filmed either. You know, I'm entitled. No, I'm entitled to a freedom.
Okay.
And freedom of speech as well.
You can,
I
sir.
will take your number as well.
You can.
The driver doesn't seem in any mood for some road safety advice.
What's your badge number, sir?
4774.
What did you send for? What's the reason you stopped me? From the registration, yeah?
Registration's not being displayed correctly, sir.
Yeah, can you prove that that hasn't come off this morning?
Sorry?
Can you prove that my registration hasn't come off this morning?
That's why I needed to stop you, wasn't it, sir?
What's your number again?
4774.
4774.
Yep, PC Oliver.
PC Oliver.
That's right.
The driver's attitude could land him in more trouble.
Thank you. Can you do me a favour, sir?
Yeah.
Can you just turn your front wheels just either to right or left lock for me, please?
Steve now needs to check the rest of his car is roadworthy.
Semi-racing, yeah?
Sorry?
Semi-racing ones, you know that?
Still got to have minimum 1.6mm tread, covering 75...
yeah?
No, 1.6.
All right.
Which it hasn't got.
It's what?
Which it hasn't got.
Oh, wasn't it? I wasn't it, that's right.
Yep, and it's gone down to the line and the line's then worn down. I'll calibrate this for you, sir, by putting it on my bonnet.
Nice one. You're an ace, man. Like you.
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
There you go, sir, and we have less than 1mm of tread on that tyre, sir.
Nice one.
Thank you.
You're a good man, aren't you?
The mouthy man's gone to the shop,
I'll see you later, yeah?
leaving Steve to write up his ticket.
A couple of offences, failed to display the number plate, tyres below, which means that the vehicle is simply, were it to need to brake in the wet, it wouldn't stop in time, and if we need to identify it for any reason, there's every possibility that we wouldn't be able to identify it from the front registration.
Steve won't seize the car, but the driver can expect his summons to court in the post.
Can we run the gentleman through, please, date of birth when you're ready? Yeah, that's excellent, thank you.
And there's even more bad news for the driver.
Gentleman's got 12 points on his licence already. He's committed an offence, 2 ball tyres, 3 points each, which obviously would take him into disqualification. I'll go and give him his licence back, inform him he's been reported for the offence of driving without sufficient tread on the tyres. Tell him he's reported to court.
The driver may not be on the roads much longer, and now he's on the phone to his mum.
Honestly. He's here now, Mum. Don't have a little word with him.
You've got 2 tyres that are bald, sir. You've got 12 points on your licence at this moment in time. You're failing to display your number plate correctly on your vehicle.
I'm not obliged to.
So, except... So, you don't have to say anything. May I be sent to don't answer one question, something you like to write in court, anything you do say may be given in evidence.
Mum, I'll read back.
You're going to be reported for those offences.
Thank you. See you later, yeah.
Court. Just to advise you, the camera is rolling, so we'll actually cover that. You take care, sir.
Freedom, freedom. You're not allowed to go around filming people, do one.
The angry driver, who already had 12 points on his licence, was reported for having insufficient tread on his tyres and failing to display his number plate.
We have over 1,700 deaths a year on the roads, 5 a day. Anything we can do to stop another death on the road, stop any serious injury, we will do. Gentleman doesn't like being stopped, that's fair enough, but he possibly should get some tread on his tyres and then he might not be stopped so often.
In the last few years, sales of high-performance cars in the UK have surged by 40%, with some of these motors able to reach 200 miles per hour plus. Keeping the roads safe and catching them during pursuits can be a challenge for the Interceptors.
If you want to see a car that you'll never think you'll ever see come to Bradford, and you'll see it within a week. Jeremy Clarkson quoted as saying that, and to be fair to Guy, it's wrong. It's just a totally, completely different set of rules here. And whatever, if you think you've seen it all, come here and I guarantee you won't.
Mike Rowe prides himself on his sharp driving skills, and the crazy antics of some lawless drivers keep him on his toes. And tonight, he may have to step up a gear. He's on patrol with Macaulay Haywood and spots a high-spec motor up ahead, belting through residential streets. Overtaking on the wrong side of the road, speeding towards potentially oncoming traffic, the driver's taking death-defying risks. Mike's planning on pulling him over after the lights. But the car shoots off. It seems the cocky driver's taunting the cops. The BMW M4 can reach over 150 miles an hour. If the driver decides to make off, it could be a challenge to catch him.
3 Romeo 30. Got a vehicle failing to stop on Staygate roundabout.
And now he runs a red light.
Just entering the M606 southbound.
With the motorway ahead to floor it, the driver thinks better of it.
Switch it off.
Turn your engine off now.
Now. Give me the key.
Give me the key now.
Show me the key. Key!
It's not surprising he's such a bad driver. He can barely see out of the window.
Right,
Grab
get
him
out now.
You lot wait there.
You, in the
Do
car.
not move.
The driver's in for a grilling about his reckless driving.
What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? Whose car is it? Is it nicked?
No, it's not nicked.
You sure? Because you're locked up if it is.
Not nicked.
What are you doing then? Start talking.
I have a licence.
You ain't got one. What are you doing driving for them?
He fesses up to driving the high-performance motor without a licence and claims the car belongs to a friend.
30, it's a stop-stop. M606 entry slip. Vehicle is going to need recovering. Driver's got no licence.
He doesn't realise the trouble he's in and reckons his car could have easily got away.
What's up with car? Nothing, you just couldn't drive it? Or did you just not feel it?
We're just thinking, should I stop or should I just carry on? I was in 2 minds.
Right, OK. There's another car at the bottom of here.
Yeah?
With Stinger.
With a Stinger? Come on, man, M4 would have had it up there. Would have had up UBMs.
What would you have done with Stinger though? Driven over it? Just jumped over it?
Nah, just... You know, if I didn't stop, I would have had you up the wind.
What would you have done about that Stinger though?
Stinger, I would have gone around it.
How? Motorway's only 2 lanes wide. And it's crossing 2 lanes, what would you have done there? You'd have just ended up going straight over it, crashing, flipping car.
I'd have went around it.
It'd been really embarrassing. It'd have been really embarrassing for you. And we'd have just laughed about it,
It'd
wouldn't
be
we?
embarrassing for you if I put my foot down.
And you're going to be reported for driving without a licence and insurance, so you don't have to say anything but may harm your defence if you don't mention when questioned, something you later rely on in court, and anything you do say may be given evidence.
I don't mind, because I'm not getting arrested.
You're not, because you've stopped and you seem like an all right guy. You've been right with me, I've been right with you. We're not messing about, are we?
The 50 grand motor will be taken to the pound, but now the owner's turned up to collect it.
You're going to have to come back and get it on Monday.
I need the car, man.
I know, yeah.
Disability.
Can't do nothing about it. Shouldn't have took a chase.
Who told you to drive? You know what? I feel like punching your lights out, you know. You're lucky these lot are here, man.
All right. It's a pain in the arse, but that's what happens when your mates drive your cars around, take a chase from cops.
The driver was reported for driving without a licence or insurance and failing to stop at a red light. He was ordered to pay £1,053 in fines and costs. He also received 8 points on his licence. It's unknown if he's still friends with the owner.
All right, mate. See you later.
Your lift.
No. See ya.
And the Interceptors do their thing again next Monday at 8. Tomorrow, the Yorkshire Vet Country Show season. Julian is judge at the local dog show. Find out which mutt has the X Factor at 8. The next brand new drama comes to Channel 5. Truth and trust are in short supply in the thrilling first episode of Blood. The story unfolding every night this week at 9, so stay right where you are.
Xin chào các bé yêu của cô nhé. Vậy là chúng mình lại gặp nhau đúng không nhỉ? Hôm nay thì chúng mình sẽ cùng nhau làm bài tập số 4 này nhé. Hôm trước thì chúng mình đã cùng thử sức ở bài tập số 3 đúng không? Là điền các số thích hợp vào ô trống này đúng không? Và hôm nay thì chúng mình sẽ lại tiếp tục với mẫu bài tập điền số vào ô trống. Bây giờ cô sẽ có các sơ đồ như sau. Chúng mình nhìn vào sơ đồ mẫu này nhé. Cô sẽ có số trong hình tròn này là 41 này. Và các đường mũi tên chỉ ra hai bên như thế này. Trên các đường mũi tên thì chúng mình có ghi con số là -10 và -1 này. Đồng nghĩa với việc chúng mình phải tiến hành làm các phép toán là lấy 41 trừ 10 được kết quả bằng bao nhiêu thì ghi ra đây đúng không? Ở bài mẫu này thì người ta đã làm sẵn cho mình này. 41 trừ 10 bằng 31, ok chưa? Và 41 trừ 1 bằng 40. Chúng mình thấy dễ hay khó nhỉ? À, rất là dễ đúng không? Nào, bây giờ chúng mình sẽ cùng nhau tiến hành làm các sơ đồ tiếp theo đấy nhé. Cô có phép toán thứ hai, sơ đồ thứ hai là số 77 và số -1 và -10 đúng không? Bây giờ mình sẽ làm phép toán 77 trừ đi 10 nhé. Nào, bây giờ là mình sẽ lấy này, 77 trừ đi 10 nhá. Sẽ bằng bao nhiêu nhỉ? Sẽ bằng 6 mấy? 67, ok chưa? Và 77 trừ 1 bằng 77 trừ đi 1 bằng 76, đúng rồi. Tiếp nữa này, 61 trừ 10. 61 trừ 10 thì bằng bao nhiêu nhỉ? Bằng 51, đúng rồi. Chúng mình viết xuống ở đây nhá. Và 61 trừ 1 sẽ bằng đúng rồi, bằng 60. Dễ đúng không? Rất dễ nhỉ? Tiếp tục này, 99 mà trừ đi 10 thì kết quả sẽ bằng 89. Đúng rồi. Và 99 trừ đi 1 bằng 98. Chúng mình thấy dễ không nhỉ? Rất là dễ. Dễ lắm luôn ý. 58 trừ đi 10 sẽ bằng 48 này, được chưa? Và 58 trừ 1 bằng 57 này, ok chưa? 36 trừ đi 10 26 này, ok. 36 trừ 1 bằng 35. Dễ không? Tiếp nha, còn hai phép tính cuối cùng thôi này. Chúng mình sẽ cùng nhau tính nhé. 73 trừ 10 sẽ bằng bao nhiêu nhỉ? 63 này. 73 trừ 1 thì bằng 72, ok chưa? 69 trừ 10 59 này, ok. Và 68. Vậy là chúng mình đã cùng nhau hoàn thành xong bài tập số 4 này. Ở bài tập này thì chúng mình cùng nhau củng cố lại kiến thức của phép trừ trong phạm vi 100 đúng không? Và bây giờ chúng mình sẽ cùng nhau tiến hành like video và subscribe kênh nhé. Xin chào các bạn nhé, chào mừng các bạn đã quay trở lại với kênh của mình hôm nay. Và hôm nay thì chúng mình sẽ cùng nhau đến với bộ môn học tiếng Việt nhé. Bài hôm nay chúng mình sẽ bắt đầu với bài tập đọc tôm càng và cá con. Bây giờ chúng mình sẽ cùng nhau lắng tai nghe xem bài tập đọc này nói về nội dung gì nhá. Tôm càng và cá con. Một hôm, tôm càng đang tập búng càng dưới đáy sông thì thấy một con vật lạ bơi đến. Con vật thân dẹt, trên đầu có hai mắt tròn xoe, khắp người phủ một lớp vảy bạc óng ánh. Thấy tôm càng ngó mình chân chân, con vật nói: "Chào bạn, tôi là cá con." "Chào cá con, bạn cũng sống ở sông này à?" "Chúng tôi cũng sống dưới nước như nhà tôm các bạn. Có loài cá ở sông ngòi, có loài ở hồ ao, có loài ở biển cả." Thấy đuôi cá con lượn nhẹ nhàng, tôm càng đắc nỏm khen: "Cá con khoe, đuôi tôi vừa là mái chèo, vừa là bánh lái đấy, bạn xem này." Nói rồi, cá con lao về phía trước, đuôi ngoắt sang trái. Vút cái, nó đã quẹo phải. Bơi một lát, cá con lại uốn đuôi sang phải. Thoắt cái nó lại quẹo trái. Tôm càng thấy vậy phục lăn. Cá con sắp vọt lên thì tôm càng thấy một con cá to, mắt đỏ ngầu nhằm cá con lao tới. Tôm càng vội búng càng, vọt tới xô bạn vào một ngách đá nhỏ. Cú xô làm cá con bị va vào vách đá, mất mồi. Con cá giữ tức tối bỏ đi. Tôm càng suýt xoa hỏi bạn có đau không? Cá con cười, cảm ơn bạn, toàn thân tôi phủ một lớp vảy, đó là bộ áo giáp bảo vệ nên tôi có va vào đá cũng không đau. Cá con biết tài búng càng của tôm càng, rất nể trọng bạn. Cả hai từ đấy kết bạn cùng nhau. Vậy là chúng mình đã cùng nhau tìm hiểu xong gì nhỉ? Bài tập đọc tôm càng và cá con. Bây giờ nhá, chúng mình sẽ cùng cho mình biết này, là khi đang tập dưới đáy sông thì tôm càng gặp chuyện gì nhỉ? Khi mà đang tập búng càng dưới đáy sông thì tôm càng đã gặp cá con, đúng chưa nào? Đúng rồi. Cá con làm quen với bạn tôm càng như thế nào nhỉ? Cá con làm quen với bạn tôm càng, cá con giới thiệu gì nhỉ? Chào bạn, tôi là tôm càng. Tôi là cá con, đúng chưa? Và tôm càng thì cũng giới thiệu về mình với cá con như nào? Chào cá con, mình là tôm càng, bạn cũng sống ở sông đúng chưa? Đúng rồi, vậy là hai bạn đã tiến hành làm quen với nhau này. Qua câu chuyện này thì mình cũng có thể hiểu hơn được về loài cá, đúng chưa? Loài cá thì có mang trên mình một bộ bộ vảy, nó giống như là một bộ áo giáp để bảo vệ cho cá con, đúng chưa nào? Đúng rồi, vậy thì bây giờ nhá, chúng mình sẽ cùng nhau tiến hành like video rồi đăng ký kênh nhá. Hẹn gặp lại các bạn ở trong các video tiếp theo.